Hello, everyone. What's going on? It's Sal Stretford Post. How you all doing? Welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's doing fine and having a fabulous Saturday. You know what? It is match day for some, but not for us. So it doesn't really matter because we don't care about any other team but Manchester United. Of course, it is the Manchester Derby today. I will be keeping a little eye on some of the scores, of course, guys. I'll keep you updated. But we will do it with a grimace. We won't do it with any pleasure whatsoever, of course, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And please don't forget to like the video. If you guys could do that for me, they're absolutely fantastic, you legends. Thank you, everyone who's joined me so far today. Of course, guys, big up Danny B. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Big up Sanjay from Manchester Piccadilly. The great Manchester Piccadilly. Do you know what? When you go out of Manchester Piccadilly, Sanjay, look on your right. There's a nice little cafe there, right? There's a nice little cafe. You can get yourself a nice pie. A nice pie. You know what I mean? I used to love Manchester Piccadilly. I used to love it. When I used to come from London, I used to go to see Man United games. I used to go to Manchester Piccadilly. And it was a good time. Good times, of course. 3 points, nothing less, please. Yes, I mean, we're hoping. We hope that we don't lose the game. Most importantly, we hope we don't lose the game. It is the match preview between Manchester United and Manchester City, and we don't want to lose this game, do we? It's important that, you know what, we cannot. I mean, look, a draw isn't a great result, but it's not the worst result in the world. We cannot lose this game. Absolutely not, because you know what, we're hovering dangerously at the second half of the table, of course, guys. I'm still scrolling down, of course, guys. I'm tired of scrolling down to the next page, of course. You know what? I'm fed up with that, to be honest with you guys. And if I'm being honest, I think Man United can do it. I did say 3-2. Of course. Pearl, what's going on? You say minimum is a draw. I agree, Pearl. I concur with that. I really do agree. I think minimum is a draw. We cannot lose the game. It's important we don't lose the game. Look, we're not going to do nothing in this league anyway. We're not going to do nothing in this league. But one thing we don't want to do is we don't want to hover too low in the table because my finger is exercising. Do you know what I mean? I'm scrolling. I mean, we didn't used to do that in the past. It's just like click. And there was the league table. There we are, right at the top of the league. Nowadays, it's goodness me. We're down in the. I mean, you know what I mean. We're down with all those teams. You know what I mean. Oh, you know what I mean. I ain't been up there in like 50 years. I've been up there. We're down here. Down here. We've been down here for like over 50 years. We've been down there. Big up, Grayo. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. So I'm doing, my friend. Looked absolutely stunning on your stream this morning. Thank you. Was that me or was it the actual view? Thank you, Gray. I'll take both. Beautiful place, Sanjay. Big up, everyone, of course. Absolutely. Gray. Thank you very much. I know the scenery looked lovely, didn't it? I'm definitely not talking about me. Absolutely. Glory, Man United. Absolutely, I'm here. Glory, Man United. How are you? Absolutely. Here we go. Matata. So, don't you want Arsenal and Liverpool to drop points so Chelsea can get clear of them both and win the Premier League? You know what, Matata? I tell you it like this. You know what I mean? Arsenal and Liverpool. I would like Arsenal and Liverpool to drop points, to be honest with you. But you know what? I would like Chelsea to drop points as well. I don't like any of them, Matata. And to be honest with you, as long as Liverpool don't win the title, I don't care, to be honest with you, because at the end of the day, man, no one cares if Man City win the title. Although we don't want 5 in a row, do we, for Man City? We don't want that. Obviously, we can't have 5 in a row, of course. That would be an absolutely... Absolutely. Thank you, Grayo. There you go, Grayo. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, I look lovely. That's good enough. Not quite stunning, but I look lovely. That's good enough, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, it was a lovely place. That's just down in Abu Dhabi, Corniche area. Very, very beautiful. And I've been very busy today, to be honest with you. I had a meeting and everything, and I've been doing a lot of things, you know, so I've been very, very preoccupied with my time. I have my laptop in one hand and all my equipment with me. Someone came up to me today and actually recognized me. He said, "You're the Stretford Post guy." I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? People recognize me in the UAE. Absolutely madness, isn't it? Yeah, and he was actually in the same cafe as I was when I was doing the stream. And he said, "Oh, I was watching you. It was interesting. It was very interesting the way you do it and stuff like that." Absolutely. Big up everyone, of course. Blessings to the community. Everyone's absolutely welcome on this stream, and great to have you guys on board, of course, guys. Let me get into it. I know you're itching to see my best team, my team for tomorrow. I know you're itching to see it. I know you're getting all fidgety. Let me tell you, I've got the team for tomorrow. I've got the team for tomorrow, guys. It's going to come up in a minute. Absolutely, it's going to come up in a minute. It's definitely not this team here. Absolutely not. In the far right-hand corner. It's not that team. That's a good team. Absolutely, a very good team. But it's not that team. Let me just have a look at this. Let's get down to business. Right. I'm going to give you my team, guys. Let me just put this little graphic on there, if you don't mind. I'm going to give you my team for the game, guys. Here's my team. Here's my team. This is my team. Here's my team. I'm going to give you it now. Give me it now. Here we go. Right. Sorry about this delay slightly. Let me go. I've got so many pictures on my bloody thing. Here we go. This is the team that I'm going for tomorrow, guys. This is the team. This is the team that I want to play tomorrow, that I feel will defeat Manchester City tomorrow, guys. What do you think of my team? What do you think of it? I do think Euro should play in the right centre-back, Martinez left centre-back, and De Ligt in the centre-back. Onana in goal, of course. Calamity Onana. Big game for Onana tomorrow. I'm a little bit concerned about Onana, if I'm being honest with you. But you know what? We'll have to, it is what it is. We have to support him the way we support everyone else, of course, guys. But we cannot afford any more mistakes tomorrow, guys. We really can't. We really can't. I'm going for that team. Martinez left side is centre-back. De Ligt and Euro in the centre-back positions. Mazraoui as a left wing-back. I would play him there. I think he's much more assured, and he doesn't leave a gaping hole when Dalot plays there. I would play Ahmad as a right wing back. I think he's doing really well there, and I wouldn't change that if I'm being honest. Mainu and Ugarte in the centre of midfield. Lots of energy in there. You've got the solid Ugarte there as well. So that is that could. I mean, look, I'm a little bit worried about the single pivot. I would like to play Casemiro and Ugarte in there, but at the same time, I want a little bit of movement and creativity from the midfield. Mainu and Ugarte I'm going for. Garnacho as the left-sided behind the striker with Fernandes. This is the team I think will play. All right. So and Rasmus Højlund up front. The only stumbling block is Ruben Amorim. Will he drop Dalot? Will he drop Dalot? Will he do it? I don't know if he would. I really don't know if he would drop him. To be honest, absolutely. Amir, on Sunday, the Kings of Manchester United will be crowned. The Kings of Manchester. Manchester will always be red, Amir. Manchester will always be red, of course. Good evening, late night vibes, sir. How was your day, Jim? Fantastic. Thank you, brother. My day has been absolutely lovely. Can't complain. Had a lovely time. Thank you very much, my friend. Matata. So if I have Onana and Rashford in your team, then I will start trolling Grayo. You're not going to start trolling Grayo. Grayo is my boy. You're not going to start trolling him. Jim, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Big up. Sal, since you only Calamity Onana in your team, then instead of legend Grayo, I will troll Aussie Greek. You can't troll Matata. You don't know what trolling is. You don't. Because I troll you sometimes. You know that's troll. Sal, that's a great team. I would swap by in there for Onana. Me too, Grayo. Me too. Thank you. But you know what? I just don't, it's like a point where I just feel like then he's not going to change it ever because, I mean, I think Fernandes played one game. Was it the game against Newport County last year or something like that? I mean, he hasn't played much football, has he? That's the only worry I have with it, if I'm being honest. You know what I mean? And yeah. But yeah, I would prefer Brian there. I think he's much more reliable. I do think we need to look in the goalkeeper market in the summer. Sadly, again, they did take Alex Ferguson years to replace Peter Schmeichel, didn't it? So I would look in the goalkeeper market again and try and get a more steady, reliable goalkeeper. I mean, Onana does make some good saves, but boy, he does make some mistakes. He reminds me of Barthez, do you know what I mean? But I think Barthez is a little bit better than Onana, in my opinion. Big up, Jim. Big up, of course. Yes, Matata says hello, hi. Hello, hi, of course. Big up, Sal, in the chatterboxes. Big up, Stephanie. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Left flank is our weak, but especially no. But Leach has been one of our best players over the last since Alex Ferguson retired. He's been our best signing. You have to admit. I'm not going to throw in the towel with Licha Martinez so soon, guys. I know you guys throw in the towel with certain players, but let's not get it twisted. He's been one of our best defenders over the last few years. It's just that this season he struggled a little bit. He did get an injury, but he's our only left-sided centre-back. Who else is there at the moment, unless we bring in Luke Shaw or we move Mazraoui into that position? If we want to have a solid defense, we really need to play players that are playing in their correct positions and not shoehorning players into certain positions. Mazraoui has played the left wing back before, and Martinez plays the left side as centre back. Now, look, there is rumours that Euro can play in the left side as centre back, but I really don't think it's wise to put Lenny Euro, who hasn't played much football, of course, in the left-sided centre back position. Of course, guys. Aerially, he is having the disadvantage, yeah, but he wasn't. They didn't have a problem before. It's just he's not playing well at the moment, and that's the thing. But I think I'll give him another chance tomorrow. If I'm being honest, I really do. We ain't got any more left-sided centre back, so I would do that definitely, rather than us conceding loads of goals like we have been. Do you know what I mean? We will if everybody do their job. Kamali, thank you very much. If we do our job, if we give 100% and don't give up and believe. We can do it, guys. Absolutely, we can do it. Absolutely. So, would you give Rashford to RVN for Vardy for the remaining of the season? Would you give? Yeah, I would take Vardy all day long. Definitely, he's a goal scorer, Matata. I would take him. Yeah, I mean, if we can get the ball to him. Don't think Euro will start. Mazraoui will play in the back. Yeah, probably Stephanie, but we'd have to remains to be seen, doesn't it? At the moment, play at the back, Malacia left wing back. It's just not strong enough, in my opinion. It really isn't. I just don't think that Malacia is that guy, and I don't think that Mazraoui is a centre back, in my opinion. And we could get exposed in that position. I would like to play specialised defenders rather than shoehorning players into certain positions, in my opinion. Big up. Garnacho can do an outs on position to use the width. Garnacho can do in and outs on position to use the width. In and outs, you're not going to play in and outs against Manchester City, mate. You need to have a solid team in there, not going out of position, creating spaces in other areas of the pitch, because that's what will happen if you do that. If you start going out on the other side, Mazraoui could play there. I'm perfectly confident with Mazraoui playing there and Ahmad playing on the right. I'm perfectly confident with that. Mazraoui's played many times for Bayern Munich on the left wing back position. I think he can play there. I play there a lot better than Dalot. Dalot has been very poor this season. Let's be honest, guys. Dalot has been one of the poorest players this season. Of course, absolutely. Went out with a bad last night, got Messi. Big up. Grayo's living life. Love it. Grayo, love it. Big up, Grayo. Big up. So in the transit, Garnacho left out wide and Nus gets invert. Mainu goes in front to attack. All right, mate. Nus. Who is Nus, by the way? Mazraoui, you mean? Yeah, you mean Mazraoui, mate? Is it Mazraoui? I'm trying to work out who Noose is. Mazraoui. Yeah, so definitely. Rasta, I have that same starting 11 except from our number 17 to me. He's a better off the ball bench. You mean that Garnacho? Then you're going to get Rashford, mate. That's what's going to happen. If you don't get Garnacho, you're going to get Rashford, mate. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I would rather Garnacho than Rashford, to be honest with you, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. 33 likes, 127 watching. Thank you so much, Steph, for the update. My legend. Thank you, Stephanie, in the chat. The legend that is Stephanie, of course. Man City mids will not defend that much, so won't press that much. Yeah. I've been watching Man City a very long time, guys, and you know what? We have to be very careful what we do. So, but you said in the morning you would bring Garnacho on the City. Yeah, people change their mind, manager. I don't want Rashford to play. This is the problem. I really don't. I wouldn't, because I don't think Mason Mount's going to play. I don't want Dalot in the team. I don't think Dalot has been good enough this season. And tomorrow you will see, right? Tomorrow you will see this. You will see Dalot play tomorrow, and you will see Dalot make a mistake. I don't want it to happen, but it will happen. Trust me. I remember these words right there, today, yeah? You will see it today. He will play and he will make a mistake. I don't want to go into much details of my family show. Rasta, how you doing? Absolutely. It is a family show. Yes, exactly. No, mate, it was a mad one. Don't go. Absolutely. It is a family show. But you know what? One thing with me, I've been around the block a long, long time, guys. As people know, I've already said, of course, guys. But Manchester City against Manchester United represents a very, very interesting encounter between Pep Guardiola and Ruben Amorim, who has already defeated Pep Guardiola by 4-1, of course, guys. Absolutely. We hope it is Ruben Amorim's day again, as it was in the Champions League, of course. And we also hope that Onana is not picking flowers and he actually performs in the game and saves us instead of saving some flowers. You know what I mean? Not mentioning Tim Flowers. You remember Tim Flowers? Absolutely, absolutely. A bit of a joke there, But if we go way back to the time when I was watching football, you know what? From the first time I started watching football, to be honest with you, and we think about great games between Manchester United and Manchester City, one of the games that comes to mind was this game when Paul Scholes, in the very last minute, won the game against Manchester City at the Etihad. Who remembers that? We ended up losing the league, of course, guys. We didn't quite work out in our favour. But what a moment that was. Felt good. One last roll of the dice, said Martin Tola. And he's rolled the dice and his number has come up. That is what the comment was from Martin Tyler. Great commentary, of course. But then we can go to this game. Many of you don't remember this game, but Manchester United were 2-0 down against Manchester City and ended up winning by 3-2 at the Old Main Road. Who remembers that game? Of course, what a game that was. Brilliant game. Brilliant performance on Cantona. Brilliant assist and a Roy Keane winner. What a time that was. What a game that was. Really loved that game, of course, guys. If we come up against something a little bit more recent, of course, guys, Manchester United have won a few times at the Etihad, not least in the FA Cup. And this time, we won this game, of course, by 2-0, of course, guys. And you know what? We have had some good results there on a counter-attacking style of football. There's been many games at Man United that, you know what, that stick out in my head. And this match in particular sticks out in my head. And I'll tell you why. Because it was a difficult game against Manchester City. It was, of course, the Uwe Rosler, Keith Curl time. We won the game. We won the game by 3-2, of course, I believe it was. And Manchester United, Eric Cantona again, 3-2 is the scoreline of the Manchester derby, of course, guys, especially at Main Road and at the Etihad. There's been a number of games that have ended by that scoreline, of course. Ryan Giggs in the same game, getting the winner in that game, guys. Fantastic goal. Brilliant goal that was. Right in the top corner. Goalkeeper had no chance in that game, of course, guys. Games at Old Trafford, one of the most important games, I've ever attended, guys, was this game. Way back in 1994 it was, excuse me. Manchester United 5, Manchester City 1. Andre Kanchelskis with the hat-trick. Fantastic performance there. As you can see, there is Mr. Phelan, not Terry Phelan. Of course, guys, it is the Manchester United Mike Phelan, of course, guys, who played for Manchester City back then. Absolutely. What a game this was. Man United absolutely thumping Manchester City by 5-0, of course. Guys, we're keeping the positive vibe, guys. We're keeping the positive vibe. We're getting the belief going. Of course. Who remembers this game when Manchester United came from 2-0 down and Manchester City needed to win the title? And then we ended up winning by 3-2. You guessed it, 3-2. Who remembers this game? What a game this was. Absolutely fabulous game. Paul Pogba showed up that game. Paul Pogba showed up in this game, you know, and absolutely made the City Sky Blues cry. But Sky, obviously, Man City went on to win the league. Sadly, you know what I mean? They went on to win the league. I mean, we got to stop this notion, haven't we? We got to stop this narrative of Manchester City winning titles. We got to stop this now. We don't want them to catch up. So, you know what? There you go. That game was a splendid game. One of the most highlights of the last 10 years. We haven't had many highlights in the last 10, 11 years, but this was definitely one of the main highlights of the last 11 years, of course, guys. Of course. The last team that played against Manchester City and won against Manchester City, guys. Take a look at this team, guys. Come on down. Take a look at this team. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Henderson in goal. Fred and McTominay. McFred in the midfield. James on the right. Rashford on the left. Fernandes in the centre. And Martial up front. That was the last team that won at the Etihad, guys. This was the last team that won at the Etihad. Look at that team, guys. Look at the team. This was the last team that won at the Etihad. Goodness me, 2-0, 2-0, not even conceding the goal. Goodness me, what a time to be alive. Absolutely. When you look at Man City's last few results, of course, they've had a dire run. But one thing, the result that sticks out there is obviously the win against Nottingham Forest. They did win it 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. Of course, we did lose 3-2 to Nottingham Forest, but they did win 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. So that is a little bit of a concern. But the rest of the results, 4-1 against Ruben Amorim Sporting at the time. They lost to Brighton 2-1. They've lost to Tottenham 4-0 at home, guys. 4-0 at home. They also drew 3-3, having been 3-0 up against Feyenoord, of course. And that's when Pep Guardiola had all those scratches down his face, of course, guys. All those. Of course, guys. Of course. Then there is the Crystal Palace game, which was 2-2 at Selhurst Park. And then obviously they lost 2-0 to Juventus. So look at their record, guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've won 1 in 8, guys. 1 in 8, guys. Man United definitely should fancy their chances tomorrow. I'm not going to look at Man United's results because I know what they're going to. I know you're going to say, well, our results ain't that good either. Our results ain't that good either. Absolutely. Manchester United have won more wins than Manchester City. United sit on 78 wins, whereas City are on 58 wins. There have been 53 draws between the two sides. There was a period where this was significantly higher for the Red Devils. However, City's recent dominance is slowly tipping the scale. You remember when they didn't win against Man United 4 years, guys, 4 years. And now, look, they're catching up. You know what I mean? I never thought in my lifetime that I would see that. But it is what it is, guys. But we have to change the narrative real quick. And we have to hope that Manchester City are not humble. And I hope, you know what? They will stay humble tomorrow. I really hope that they stay humble. And they're saying, I am humble from now on. I will stay humble from now on. Absolutely. And Pep Guardiola can go with Eric Ten Hag, wherever they want to go on a honeymoon together and join the party, of course, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the little preview of the game, of course, guys. A little trip down memory lane, of course, guys. That is what it's all about. Trip down memory lane, of course. Absolutely. That's a trip down memory lane. Absolutely. There we go. Good evening, Sal. Absolutely. 3-2. Yes, 3-2. I'll take that. That's for me tomorrow. 5-0. I know I was at the game, JCF. I was at the game. It was 5-0. I did say 5-0. Absolutely. I was at the game. Man United lost 5-1 to Man City in 1992, wasn't it? 1991. Man United lost 5-1 to Manchester City. I think it was 5-5. No, 5-0, wasn't it? 5-0, yeah, as well. So I don't know where I said 5-1. I don't know. We lost 6-1 to Man City, of course. Good evening, Stephanie. Big up, Lumen. Would we have won enough had not Fergie time? Not for Fergie time. Lumen, Fergie time's a myth. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking like a Liverpool fan, Lumen, at the moment. No, Fergie time didn't exist. Teams wasted time against Man United. Teams to try and get the result, they would waste time. That's what they used to do against Man United. And Man United, obviously, the time gets added on. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It is what it is. You waste time, the time gets added on, and time did get added on back then. You know, so that's one thing I would say. So it starts now. We create a piece of a new history tomorrow. I hope so. I hope so, Jim. I really do. I really hope so. Absolutely. I really hope so. 4-9 drubbing to Spurs. Wow, that's a shock, Sal. If Spurs can do it, so can we. 4-0. Yeah, absolutely, Jim. Yeah, absolutely. It was 4-0, my friend. Absolutely. No, I supported Ebony without. Big up. So I meant 4-0 drubbing. Yeah, I get you, my friend. I got you. I get it, my friend. You said 5-1, Sal. Sorry. Sorry, mate. I'm speaking very, very fast. I might have made a mistake. Sorry, mate, but I'm talking very fast about results and stuff like that off my head. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, forgive me if I say anything wrong and stuff like that. But I was at the 5-0 game against Man United against Man City at Old Trafford back then. So I was at that game. But you know what? I meant to bring in the City game where they beat us, obviously, by 5 a couple of years before, of course. The most important thing is now tomorrow. We've had a little bit of history repeated, as we say, of course, guys. But one thing, the most important thing is tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's game is what it's all about. Absolutely, Jay. Fergie time is 100% a myth. It is a myth. And anyone who brings that in, I question their allegiance to our football club, our great football club. Because at the end of the day, that is the stick they like to beat us with, because they feel like there was such thing as Fergie time. When in fact, if you look at the stats, Fergie time was a complete myth. Actually, we had less injury time than most of the top 10 in the Premier League era. If you look at the stats, if you go to Google, Man United had much less injury time than the majority of the Premier League. So this Fergie time myth is a myth. And obviously they like to throw that at us because we won the league with 6 minutes injury time when we won the Premier League for the first time, after 26 years of winning the title. We won it with 6 minutes added time. Steve Bruce, of course, guys. And that is why they like to throw that at us. They like to throw that at us. But you know what? That was due to an injury, and that an injury to the referee, of course, guys. So that is why the time got added. It was nothing to do with Fergie time. At the end of the day, the time should have been added at the end of the day. Absolutely. So who should be more worried for tomorrow's game? Us or City fans? City. Chill, brother. Yes, mate. I'm chilled, mate. I'm always chilled. I talk very fast. I talk very quickly. Doesn't mean I'm not chilled. So I believe in those days, Fergie time, in the sense we scored goal in added time, no agenda behind it. We scored when we needed in a way. Yeah, but Fergie time was used as a malicious sort of thing against Man United, that we had more injury time than anyone else. That is the thing. That is why. You know, when we did score late, but that is part of the way we were. The game is to the final whistle at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, they called it Fergie time because they wanted to throw it at us and say that we bribed referees and stuff like that, which wasn't true. So if VAR was around in the 90s, would we still dominate? Yes, mate. Yes, we would have dominated. We probably would have won more titles as well, because I remember Blackburn, and I remember a couple of titles that we lost very questionably with bad decisions, of course, guys. Guys, don't forget to smash a like, guys. Thank you very much, Grayo. Please, of course, if you're watching, smash the like. Thank you very much, guys. Let's get up to at least 50 likes for this stream, guys. Can we do that? Absolutely. Can we do that? Okay, I didn't know that part. Yep, mate. At the end of the day, people used to say, yeah, Fergie time, bribe the referee, stuff like that. But what it is, Jim, is that, you know what, we knew how to play to the final whistle. We went all the way to the end. Unfortunately, the other teams weren't fit enough or had the know-how to go all the way to the end. You know, and have the confidence, of course, guys. Hi, my friend. Welcome. Hope you're well. Look, Fergie, I mean, at the end of the day, they're just jealous, Jim, because at the end of the day, even if it is Fergie time, it's a skill to keep scoring so late and to keep winning games at the end of the day like that. You know, it is a skill to win games so late, you know, and to do that time and time again, over and over again. Do you know what I mean? It is quite a talented thing to do. And it's not easy, of course. If questioning Fergie's time, then he deserves a time. Nah, Jim is my mate. Jim is the legend of the chat. Matata, come on, mate. No way. Yeah, no. At the end of the day, it's a double-edged sword. Look, Man United did score late. You know what I mean? Man United did score late. But the problem is that we did it well. We just did it good. You know, and they're jealous about it because we did it good. No one else could do it like that, like we did. Unfortunately, we nowadays we got referees who were raised on that, and obviously they feed into that narrative, and we don't get much injury time like we used to. You know what I mean? Because teams don't really waste time against us anymore. You know what I mean? In fact, the contrary, of course. So, do you remember Freddie Makeda's goal in Fergie time in 2009-10? If I am right. Yes, 3-2, Man United against Aston Villa. We're losing the game, of course, needed to win, won the league. Big moment in the season, and that is exactly what I mean. Big moments, but that wasn't Fergie time. That was before the final miss. That was before the final minute. That was about 88, 89 minutes. So that weren't really Fergie time. Fergie time is something that they throw at us as if they throw it at us saying that, oh, you know what, look at this, you know what I mean, Fergie time. It's not Fergie time. It's the time that people wasted, you know what I mean, trying to beat Man United at the time, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what it is. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. But I remember that game against Aston Villa, but that's Aston Villa, isn't it? But I'm a big Asif, by the way. Hope you're doing well. I remember that game well. Brilliant goal for Makeda. Unfortunately, Makeda didn't go to the levels that he should have done. I highly rated Makeda when he came to Man United, but didn't quite work out for him for whatever reason. It reminds me a little bit of like Adnan Januzaj, that type of player as well. Didn't quite make it, but not everyone makes it. You know, at Man United, even under Sir Alex Ferguson, some players just didn't make it. Of course, absolutely. Mando, you're blocked for a reason. You can't troll me, says the one who has 10 accounts. There you go, Matata. You have 10 accounts, mate. Absolutely, you have 10 accounts. There you go, my friend. 10 accounts. Absolutely, you have 10 accounts. Yeah, it is what it is. And that was the only goal he scored for United, and that was the first game for United. I think he scored a couple, Asif. I think he scored, if I'm not correct, I think he scored the game after, and then he went missing for a while, if I'm not wrong. I think he did. I think he scored a good goal against Sunderland or something like that, and then, he disappeared from there. I mean, for whatever reason that is, I mean, look, he was a talented player. Those guys. Didn't quite work out for poor Makeda, of course. Career dissolved into obscurity. His career went into obscurity, and he didn't play again, of course, guys. But against Manchester City, and I think about Manchester City over the years, and I think about the 90s, of course, when we've defeated Manchester City many, many times, of course. We have lost to Manchester City as well. I remember them beating us 3-1. Of course, Sean Golter getting a goal, Beckham with a great free kick, of course, guys, at the end of the day. And you know what? They can give us great games. They can give us tough games. I mean, even at Main Road at the time, they gave us some tough games, you know, and I remember those days, of course, and I remember them well. You know, a lot of people don't remember those days, you know, when we used to play Man City, when we were the favourite. Remember those days, you know? And I miss those. I miss those good times, of course. So what is your best memory of Fergie time? Let's see who recalls it best. Obviously, Champions League final, mate. 1998, 1999 was the best time for me as a Man United fan. The last-minute goals against Bayern Munich was a favourite. There's a few that stick out in my head. But you know what? A lot of people underrate the 98-99 season. During the season, the last-minute goals we got. People forget about the Charlton goal when we scored at the Valley. The Charlton goal, of course, guys. People, you know what? The 2-1 against Liverpool. You know what I mean? In the FA Cup, people forget about that game as well. You know, there's many games that stick out in my mind. And if I go back, it was even way before that. The Fergie time goals that Man United used to score, the late goals against Blackburn, the late goals. Goodness me, we've had a lot of goals. We've had a lot of equalizers as well in there. You know, and when I think about it, and I think it has to be the 98-99 season, my friend. It has to be that one. And that's one that sticks out in my head the most, of course, because I was at the game. I was at the Champions League final, and it was a great memory, of course, guys. But that is obviously the most famous one. But we did score late, not only in the last over the time. It wasn't over 90 minutes all the time, subject to popular belief. We scored 88, 87, 89, that sort of time. Of course, guys, we did. You know, and we used to get the goals. I mean, I remember a game in another game that comes to mind is 1994 was the FA Cup semi-final against Oldham Athletic, and Mark Hughes scored in the 120th minute to equalise against Oldham Athletic. Of course, we ended up playing a replay at Main Road and defeating Oldham Athletic by 4-1. I believe it was 4-1, or was it 3-0? One of them. But 3-0, I think it was. And that is another one that I really liked. I mean, the goal was incredible for Mark Hughes, a volley, a brilliant volley at Wembley Stadium in the semi-final. That was a great goal. That was a great goal. And my earliest memories go way back then, you know what I mean, from all these last-minute goals, of course, guys. Of course. Mine is Michael Owen against City. That was a good one. Absolutely. That was a good one. But I'm talking more because I'm not. You mean that was a great goal, but Michael Owen, isn't it? It's just Michael Owen. It's just Michael Owen, isn't it? And that's the problem, isn't it? So I can see in your eyes you are getting excited as the time nears to the derby. I love and appreciate your love for the club, but at the same time, we should respect reality and our current status. We shouldn't accept anything, respect anything. We don't respect failure, mate. Matata, when you respect failure, I don't respect failure. I don't. A reality is life. in reality, life can bite you on the backside and you can win when you least expect it. I've seen it for 40 years, Matata. When we least expect it, when people doubt you, that's when, you know what, the adversity to the stars. That's when you can do something. That's when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer beat Manchester City, guys, a couple of times. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it can happen, of course. I said earlier, Mark Hughes' face was priceless. Mark Hughes, yeah. Mark Hughes, that was the 1994 one. Oh, he was managing Man City at that time, yeah. But it's Michael Owen, that's the thing. There's a story I got about that game. I couldn't go to that game. I had a season ticket that time, and I ended up having to give my ticket to someone else, of course, my season ticket. And I missed the classic. I missed the classic, unfortunately. I've seen a lot of classics, but I missed that one. So apart from a footballing point of view, you're right. Something I learned tonight, I always use Fergie time in a positive light. It is a positive light, but our rivals always use it in a negative light. But I know what you mean, Jim. I know what you mean. Fergie did it as a skill. Fergie, the thing with Man United, right? Man United played to the final whistle. And unfortunately, many other teams out there didn't understand that mentality, playing to the end, playing and never give in. Never give in. That is what Sir Alex Ferguson used to do. Never give in. And people don't understand that. Just because we scored late goals, they think, oh, you got added time. When in fact, we had less added time for Man United than the bloody Premier League. Some of the less. You know what I mean? And people don't mention that, of course. Will you watch the Arsenal and Liverpool matches? Not tonight, mate. Not tonight. To be honest with you guys, absolutely. Let me just check out some of the scores, guys, for you guys. Let me have a look. There's 3 o'clock kickoffs. Nothing is kicked off yet. Arsenal going to beat Everton. Liverpool going to beat Fulham. So why am I going to watch those games? Absolutely not. So long time. What's going on, Safa? No, see. Have you been locked in the undergrad undergrad exams? Oh, you have been locked in for the undergrad. How did your exams go, Safa? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you back, my friend. How did it go, my friend? How did it go? Good to see you. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. Please. I want to get to 50 likes. What about Fergie Town goals scored against us? Goals against us. There's not many. Man United were very, very good when in regards to conceding goals late. We were excellent in regards to conceding goals late. I can't think of any we conceded over 90 minutes. I'm trying to remember now. Guys, can you help me in the chat? Which one would you say is Man United's... It's a good question for Matata. Is Man United's worst late goal conceded? Let me have a look. Let me have a say. I would say, right, I'm going to say this, right. The one that stuck in my head the most is when we lost to Arsenal at the Emirates and Henry scored. Yeah. Henry scored in the last minute and won the game 2-1. I remember us being 1-0 up. It was about 2007. And Henry scored to make it 2-1. Couple of goals he scored late. They scored late. I think they equalised with Van Persie and then scored with Henry. That one hurt a little bit. Then there was a game when we came from behind and beat Tottenham 3-5, my friend, 3-5. It was 2008 season. I remember I bunked the school and punished it. Yeah, it was 3-5, Asif. 3-5, yeah. We were also 3-0 down against Tottenham and won 5-3 at White Hart Lane, the old White Hart Lane as well. That was a good game. World-class game. Remember, that made me feel proud when we were a good time because of the skill and urgency, hunger. I see it. Absolutely, Jim. It's like, you know what? You can tell in the injury time that basically you can tell in injury time that we wanted it. We wanted it more than anyone. We wanted it. We wanted to win. You can tell that we wanted to win in the game, and it was great. Big up, Kazi. Big up, my friend. Big up, of course. Graham, bang, you hit right one. That was an incredible moment. But Owen, that's the thing. It's Owen, though. It's an incredible moment. It's just Owen. But what a win. Mark Hughes was never the manager for Man City, though. I felt a bit horrible about Mark Hughes because Mark Hughes is a Man United legend. Shouldn't be managing Man City. Gotcha now, so big up, my friend. Let's get to 50 likes, guys. Come on. Went well. Still haven't gotten the results, though. Best of luck, Hassan. I've got my fingers crossed to you, bro. Got my fingers crossed to you, hopefully. Absolutely. Terry or Henry? Henry. That's him, yeah, Henry. Oh, Ornery. Or is it Ornrey? Ornery. Ornery. It's nothing. It's on. It's on. It's on. Absolutely. Big up, big up, Sanjay. Hope you're having a good time in England, Sanjay. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to go and visit, obviously, the whole of Manchester. Enjoy it. Lots of great nightlife in Manchester. So I make the decision. I'm not going to respond to Matata, not even a hello. Some people have an agenda troll. And mate, they got time on their hands, Jim. Unfortunately, time. Some people got time. Some people haven't got time. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, yeah, I agree, mate. You know what I mean? Stop bantering people, guys. This is not the place to troll. This is a Man United community. This community right here is a Man United community. And you know what? It's a fantastic community, a great community. We're a small community, but I personally feel this is the best community because we're small, but we're growing at the same time. But some of these guys, some of you people have been there for months, you know what I mean, and enjoyed the chat that we have. And we have a good chat about football, you know. And the great thing about this community is that we know our football. You know, we know about, you know, history and stuff like that, and about the football club, of course. You know, and that's one thing I like about it, of course. So lucky. Big up Asif. Asif, where you from, man? Where you from? I didn't know where you're from, of course. Of course. Yeah. Grayo's in charge, man. You know what I mean? Grayo don't mess about, mate. Grayo, you know what? One thing I would, if Grayo was the president of the United States, you know what? I wouldn't mess about because you know that he'll get you, mate. What? That's what's going to happen. Of course, it will get you, mate. Absolutely, definitely. So he's going to have to be careful. Yeah, he's on a final warning. Absolutely, definitely. But yeah, look, you know what? Yeah, it is all about Man United tomorrow. I am buzzing. It's Man United playing. It's a blessing that Man United are playing football, guys. You know, it's always a blessing that Man United playing football. Lots of history in regards to Man United against Manchester City. One of the most disappointing games against Manchester City, I might add, was the one where we lost 1-0 to Manchester City in the Munich disaster anniversary, of course, guys. And we ended up winning wearing a plain red jersey, which replicated, obviously, the team way back in 1958, and Man City wore a plain sky blue jersey, of course. And I felt Man United didn't turn up that day, and it was a little bit underwhelming. And Man City ended up winning that game, of course, which was disappointing. But Manchester City and Manchester United have a love-hate story. It's not quite Manchester United against against Liverpool. Manchester City against Manchester United goes way back when we used to when Old Trafford was bombed during the war. Man United played at Main Road, which was Man City's old ground. Man United actually started wearing blue as an away kit because of Manchester City, guys. So the rivalry is only become intense this last 20 years, 30 years, because Man City win indulgence of the Championship and the League, Division 1, Division 2, and things like that. So at the end of the day, you know what? It is getting more tense now because they are successful, but success does breed success. Success does breed, obviously, that, of course. Which game was it then when Veron scored the last minute screamer? I have a very fade minute. I'm not sure about the season. And you can a last minute screamer from Veron. I mean, the goals that I remember for Veron were the one against Tottenham when he scored, when we won 5-3 after being 3-0 down. That was a screamer. That one, of course. Trying to remember. He didn't really score any last minute goals for us. To be honest with you. Guys in the chat, if there was, I mean, I can't remember anyway, but there might have been. So, the Tata and Matata are great people with knowledgeable comments. Jim should face them and give them back control. Lumen, that's something to be. You're probably a Matata as well, Lumen. Great. So, all people can buy a football chat. Hello, we are Man United family. Banter only goes so far for everything. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Guys, Gray, respect you, brother. Big up. Lumen, let me tell you something about this stream, right? This is not a beefing stream. This is not something where we're here against each other. This is not right, you know what, a rap battle here. I'm not a bloody DJ. I ain't got any decks, and we're not dissing each other. This is Man United talk. I don't know if you know what that is, Lumen, because I don't think you understand. But this is Man United talk. We don't criticize or slander the people in our community, Lumen. All right. And I warned you yesterday, Lumen. I warned you yesterday. You've already been warned, Lumen. At the end of the day, this is a community where we talk about football. This is not a community where we banter each other. If you want to banter each other, go to your friends, you know what I mean, those chubby fellas on the other stream, and go and banter over there. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you get your message read out, and you know what? It is a Man United against Man City derby, and that is what we're caring about, and that's what we're passionate about, my friends. That's what we're passionate about at the moment, of course. Thank you, Astiv. Smash the like. Thank you very much. Big up channel. Legend sound great. Absolutely great as a legend. Absolutely. Big up everyone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yellow card. There you go, Lumen. Yellow card. No battles are here. All love here. Absolutely, mate. That's what it is, Jim. But people don't understand that. I don't know if they wake up on the wrong side of bed or something like that. You know what I mean? Don't have any love. You know what I mean? And or something like that. I don't know. I won't speculate. But at the end of the day, you know what? Only certain people talk like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, not interested in negative. Love and respect to Sal on his channel first, foremost, and the badge of Man United. Big up, Jim. That is what it's all about, my friend. At the end of the day, you know, that is what it's all about. We got this community here. You know what I mean? This community has grown over the years, over the months. Sorry, not years. Goodness me. I did stop for many years, of course, guys. So, you know, and I'm proud of this community. And to be honest with you, I don't want anyone beefing each other and stuff like that. At the end of the day, we're Man United fans. We're all Man United fans, and we want Man United to do well. Apparently, we want Man United to do well. That is what it's all about, guys. Is Man United winning the game tomorrow or getting something from the game. Hopefully, it goes our way. Hopefully, we show up and we don't crumble and we don't call into a corner. Hopefully, we don't do that. I really hope so. And at the end of the day, glory, glory, Man United. And we wait and see what happens, because anything can happen in these type of games, of course, guys. It can. And we have to obviously be ready for it. It's a roller coaster, Man United. It certainly is a roller coaster for Man United, of course, guys. Absolutely. It is a roller coaster for Man United. And it always is. And hopefully we do something tomorrow. We do some bits tomorrow, of course. Big up, Jim. Big up, my friend. Absolutely. It's all about respect. It's all about respect. Guys, you know what? Your team, Sal. Yeah, I've already given it. Asif, I'll give you it again. 1 second, bruv. I'll give you it again. This was my team for the game tomorrow. And look, at the end of the day, it could change. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that could be, there could be 1 or 2 players that are at the team. There could be, but that's my team. Onana in goal. Martinez left-sided centre-back. Delict, Euro centre-backs. Mazruri left-sided wing-back. Mainu Ugarte, centre midfield. Ahmad, right wing-back. Garnacho, left attacker. Fernandez, right attacker. Hoyland, attacker for me. I mean, obviously, it could be changing. Obviously, you know what? There's a lot of teams there. There's a lot of players there that could play. A lot of players there, of course, guys. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is, of course. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, guys. Sorry, Sal. Want troll Jim here again. Last chance. Sorry again. Mate, you've had too many chances, mate. One love, we get to share it. It leaves you, baby. If it don't, you care for it. Absolutely, Sanjay. Love that, my friend. Absolutely. Some keys are protected. Man United 9. Some keys are protected. Manchester United 9-0. If Manchester United win 9-0, Kazi, I will shave off all my hair. What else will I do? Sal, if Lumen continues with this nonsense, then he will be removed permanently. He's just timed out for now, but he's constantly looking for piss people off. Absolutely. Thank you, Grayo. Thank you, Grayo, mate. No problem, mate. Thank you for that, my legend. Absolutely. I've got to say that the funniest comment of the day was Sanjay. Great comment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big up, big up. It is all about the community, guys. And at the end of the day, we don't want any more crap. At the end of the day, he's on a timeout. He's on a timeout. So you know what? That he deserves it, to be honest with you. If you come on this stream intent on annoying people, that's not how I work on this stream, guys. It is all about Man United and the community, and obviously the game tomorrow. That's what I care about, and us having a good conversation about life, because that's what we do. We have a good conversation about life. We're understanding. We're good people. At the end of the day, we're not children on here. We don't talk rubbish. If you want to talk rubbish, you can go to obviously one of those other streams over there and talk, Bald Fraud and Peanut Head Brigade streams, of course, guys. If you want to do that, of course, guys. But not on this stream, guys. We're cool on this. We're absolutely cool. But definitely, absolutely. Sal, Grayo, we should be at Soggy Biscuit. Yeah, Grayo, do you know one thing what happened in regards to the Soggy Biscuit, Grayo? And I urge you to do it. And thank you, Jim, by the way, for informing me about the Soggy Biscuit. Soggy biscuit means something completely different, and I didn't know what it meant, Grayo. But if you look at it on Google, mate, let me know what you've said. Let me know your think. Go on Google and say what is meant by a soggy biscuit. Just go on Google and write down what does a soggy biscuit mean. What does it mean? I'm warning you. I'm warning you. Trust me, man. So I love the laugh, but honestly, laugh at your family and laugh is with love. Absolutely, mate. You're my family too, Jim. And that's what it's said. That's why he's been blocked and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know what? I want to build a community that is not irritating people. I don't want people to irritate people. At the end of the day, we're here. You know, we've got a lot of love in this community, of course. You know what I mean? Some people fall off. Some people don't always stay for the full duration, of course. But that is just life at the end of the day. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what? We come on the stream, we talk to each other, you know, we have friendly banter, we talk about football, and that's what it's all about. It's all about Man United at the end of the day. That is because that's all we care about at the end of the day is Manchester United going forward, guys. Absolutely. Yes, it's a very disgusting term, Jim, and I thank Jim for letting me know. But although, Jim, one thing I would say, right? Listen, I'm an innocent guy. I'm an innocent guy, right? These sort of things have been made up by the bloody mainstream. And I just like my soggy biscuit. I like digested biscuits. And that's where I got the idea from. You know what I mean? That's where I got the idea from. I like that at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? This is why I created this. Look, I'll show you. I created soggy biscuit thing, of course, guys. I don't know if it's still here. If I got it, I don't know where it is at the moment. I think it's got. Here it is. Here we go. I created this. Lumen is this. The soggy biscuit of the week. There you go. We're taking it back, old school. There we go. We're taking it back, of course. Yeah. But we have innocent minds on here. We have innocent minds, so we do it as innocent because we only know biscuits from what a biscuit is. Biscuit is food for us. We don't think on those sort of terms. I don't anyway. Big up, Sal. Soon me and my family will be start super chatting to Stretford Post and the beginning of 2020. You will see the first super chat. Matata, thank you, mate. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say that. It's very nice of you. It's great to have people who support the channel, and I appreciate that. Thank you. That's a nice comment, Matata. You said something nice. Well played, my friend. Absolutely. I believe you, Sal. Absolutely. Big up, big up. Hand with Reg Vinners out. Yeah, that's not my hands, Kazi. It's not my hands. It's definitely not my hands. That's only on Tuesdays. There you go. That's only on Tuesdays, guys. Nah. Guys, look, I could be in a rock band. You don't know. You know what I mean? Grayo knows about that. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. 80s stuff. You know what I mean? Back in the days. Back in the old days, of course, guys. That's what it's all about. Big up, Kazi. Big up, Kazi. Good to see Kazi in the stream. Oh, but I say, just Google it out. Anyone mentions Zoe Busy is in the chat again, will be immediately removed from the ban from everywhere. Look, Grayo, you know what? We're very innocent. You know, I'm totally innocent. We're very innocent, guys. We have very innocent minds, of course. We have very innocent minds here. It's people polluting our heads. I just like digested biscuits, but people want to pollute my head. You know what I mean? I can't even eat my digested biscuits in peace. I can't eat them in peace anymore. I can't dip my biscuit in my cup of tea without having someone say something dirty or sinister to me. It's mad, isn't it? At the end of the day. Kazi, the nails are either stolen or copies. Bruv. You guys, man. Kazi wears henna. At the end of the day, do you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. People want to pollute our head and make up these things and stuff like that, that, you know what, are out of the realms of my, obviously, innocence. Google thinks it can translate anything. This is the thing. I was going to do a program called it. I was going to do a show called that. And it was going to be about entertainment, music, film, and stuff like that. But that put me off. That put me off. You know what I mean? I can't do anything these days. You know what I mean? I can't do anything these days. Absolutely. Mate, imagine I'd done a show called that, guys. Imagine There you go. Welcome to the Soggy Biscuit Show. Welcome to the Soggy Biscuit Show. I'm only joking, guys. I'm never going to dunk a digest in a cup of tea again. Grayo, you thought the same as me. You're exactly the same as me. Do you know what I mean? Every time I think about it, it makes me sick to my stomach. Sick to my stomach. And you know what? Definitely. Yeah, it's not good, is it? So we live in a world where you say one thing and it can be misconfused, absolutely misconstrued. Absolutely, Jim. You can't say anything these days about someone twisting it these days. I mean, twisting it. You know what I mean? I mean, guys, you know what? I went into a Costa Coffee in London, right? In Leighton in East London. And I had one of the big CEOs of Lazio Football Club. He went to see Leighton Orient. And I didn't know it was him, but he afterwards, he ordered a chocolate. He goes, a chocolate twist. Who knows a chocolate twist? A chocolate twist. He goes, he's Italian. So he goes, can I have a chocolate twister? A chocolate twister. The chocolate twister. He wants a chocolate twister. And I laughed. I go, chocolate twist. I said it to the woman. I said, chocolate twist. And he turned around, no, thank you. And then he was the CEO, one of the CEOs of one of the big directors of Lazio Football Club. Yeah. Mad, isn't it? I apologize. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, you know what, you guys, you know what I mean? I was raised, you know what I mean? I'm not a Mormon, but I was raised in a very, very nice way at the end of the day. And do you know what? Yeah. Such filth. Must be sick of the stomach laughing. Yeah, you know what? This is what this channel's about, guys. But, you know, when Grayo talks about me, right, about that, you know, I just need to bring this up again. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, which one is Grayo, guys? Grayo's in that little list right there, defending a free kick. I mean, but the guy on the right, though, is definitely going to give away a handball. So we cannot play like that tomorrow. If we play like that tomorrow, we will lose because they're going to take a free kick. It's going to be a handball. Definitely. I think Grayo's got the trick. He's definitely got the trick, but you wouldn't know which one Grayo is. Oh, dear. You got to laugh, innit? I take it back, Sal. You're the funniest comment of the day. Mate, you guys set me up for it. You gave me an open goal, Greek. You gave me an open goal, Jim. You gave me an open goal. I just needed to tap it in. You guys did the hard work. I just needed to tap it in. That's all I needed to do. It's just like little side foot. You know them little side foots there? That's all I needed to do. That's all I needed to do. Absolutely. That is all I need to do. All I needed to do, guys, was this. That's all I needed to do. You set me up for the joke. I just tap it in. And that's all I need to do. And that was it. There you go. No, that is not hey. That is just tapping it in. That's a big out, everyone, of course. Asif, it's a mixture of extreme laughter mixed with extreme disgust. Bloody hell, it reminds me of an audience at the Erasure gig. Bloody hell, did you go to the Grazer gig? I try to discover a little something to make me swear, to make me free from breaking my heart. I'm so in love with you. I'd be forever blue. I'm gonna get copyrighted infringement, so I better not that because my voice is so pure. It will get picked up on the copyright thing, of course, guys. So we don't want any of that. Chocolate twister. Can I have a chocolate twister, please, guys? You know what? When I was younger, right, in the morning I'll get up early in the morning, freezing cold in England. I'll go and get my coffee. I'll get a train to Liverpool Street. I'll go and get my coffee. And you know the chocolate croissant? Was it good? Pour chocolat. Have you ever tried to say pour chocolat in a freezing cold? When your face is all numb and everything. Can I have a pour chocolat? Pour chocolat? Absolutely. Sal, where would you rate yourself on a scale of a womanizer out of 10? I'm not a womanizer. I'm a married man. I'm a married man. I'm happily married. I'm never been well. I've been a shy guy my whole life. I'm a shy guy. I've always been shy. Subject to popular belief. I know it doesn't seem like this on here, but I have been all my life. I've been a quite a little bit of a shy lad, of course. So I must say, crying. What a brilliant show. Oh my God, bloody hated them. He sings like he needs to go to the toilet. And oh, they're all right, mate. They're all right. Goodness me. What's the other? Oh, sometimes. Look, you know what? Do you remember Wheatus, Graham? Wheatus remade Little Bit of Respect. I thought that was a good version. I thought that was the best version of Little Bit of Respect. Definitely. They weren't that bad, great. They're all right. They had to catch a couple of jingles there, of course. A couple of jingles. Oh, can they censor you for singing song? Oh, please no. Yeah, they can. They can. They could put up an infringement on you for copyright. Yeah. Because you know when you nowadays, right? I found a song, guys, and I was searching for this song for years, guys, years, right? And the song is, look, I've forgotten it again. The song is My Legacy. The song is called My Legacy by if I could find it on here. And I was looking for it everywhere, guys. My Legacy by yeah, I've gone. I've lost it already again. My goodness me, I can't believe I've lost it. I forgot it again. But the way I found it, you used to be able to sing in Google. You sing in Google, and then they'll find a song for you, and that's how YouTube works. That's how YouTube works. Yes, mate. I remember we says, but please, I'll stop singing a radio song. I'm close to giving myself 24 hours. Oh God, oh mate, I'm a music guy, Gray. I mean, I was raised with music, so you know what? I got the classics, mate. White t-shirt. I'm from E17, but I'm on E10, a bit down the road, 5 minutes from E17. That's where I was born. They came from just down the road to me, and I remember. Sal, I disagree with the people who can't censor someone for just singing about it. I know it is, mate, but that is YouTube for you. That's YouTube for you, isn't it, guys? Thank you, everyone. See you in 24 hours, guys. Take it easy, Grow. I'm done now. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. It's been a fabulous show. We love it. It's Glory Man United. Tomorrow is match day. I'm back tomorrow for Breaking Dawn, early in the morning, Breaking Dawn in. Hopefully, we're not yawning tomorrow when the game comes on, and hopefully, we're winning nice and handsomely, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. You absolute legends. Much love to you. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and smash a like on the video. That'd be absolutely fantastic, you guys. Big up everyone in the stream. I'll see you tomorrow for Breaking Dawn. Take it easy. Peace.